I have to realize, we have to recognize the reality of the world, is that there's a lot of people, there are billions of people who don't like us. And actually don't like each other. No one likes each other in most of the world, in fact. And these tensions are growing, and you can feel them, you can see them in the last 10, 15 years. They are growing, and they're sometimes in France, sometimes in America, sometimes in Greece. And they grow, and then they get down, and then they grow bigger, and they come down. And now it was in France this year. And the police is more and more hard on them. The police state, the surveillance is stronger and stronger. And we have more and more intrusion and removal of our freedoms. And being born in the early 70s, you know, I was in this window of time, 1970s to the 1990s, where you really had freedom. You could joke about everyone, about anything. You know, you could joke about handicapped people, Jews, blacks. You had racist jokes, but you did it together with them. And they had jokes back, and this is how you create brotherhood. This is how you create friendship, when you can joke, when you can say things and say, hey, you look stupid, or, oh, okay. And they say, well, no, you look stupid. And then you laugh, you have a beer or a drink or something. I get along with people. I used to work in Israel, in Saudi, simultaneously. I mean, in Africa, I get along with everyone because I can joke and I'm open-minded. But today, this is not allowed anymore. Today is everyone on his own, and because you're not allowed to talk and joke, and then the hatreds start to happen. Because we are breeding, first of all, there are differences, but on top of the difference, you create the hostilities, you create these tensions. And you increase them instead of making them smaller. And the government's intrusion in our lives make this even more difficult. We're all not scared, it's not the world, but we all apprehend the fact that we could have our YouTube channels disappear like that, or books on Amazon not be depublished. I mean, what the fuck? One day there's going to be a guy who takes a gun and goes to YouTube and make a massacre. I mean, this is stupid. This is not how you manage a society. And yet, this is what's happened in the last 20 years. We have increased something that looks very much like George Orwell's 1984. And it's worrisome, because I used to like my 1970s and 1980s world. You had fun, you could talk with people, you could joke, you really had this idea of brotherhood between people and between nations and between cultures, and you could discover people. Then there was no racists in the 70s and 80s. I mean, it was great. Now it's everywhere. And now everyone is a Nazi, which is also incredibly stupid, because then you devalue the terms and you devalue the history. Anyway, in my opinion, but again, think by yourselves, and I'm summarizing, we're getting to a dead end. This is not going to survive very long. This society cannot continue very long. Now, I predicted that the moment of greatest danger starts in 2020. We're getting near. Am I right? Am I wrong? Did I predict it too soon? By 5 years? By 10 years? I don't know. But certainly, I believe that there is no way we can change this direction. It will have to reboot. It will have to collapse. Now, there's 3 ways to do that. Let's assume it does happen. And we're going to see what it means. But there's 3 ways you can approach problems like that in life. First one is to say, OK, let's be zen about it. So maybe society will say, OK, we have to reboot everything. Fine. We shake our hands. We roll up our sleeves. We work. Or we get completely shocked and scared, and like the proverbial rabbit in front of the flashlight, you freeze. You're in the fight or flight mode. You also have frozen, and people will not know what they do. Say, oh, there's no money, there's no food in the supermarkets. What can I do? Or people become really upset. I don't know. I've not been there. And what I can see, however, is that we're not civilizations, and I should include really most of the world of that, of the world in that. We're not civilization of responsible citizens. We're consumers. We're just taxpayers and consumers. Most of us are clueless about most things in life, right? We have no mentors. I mean, not you in this room, but generally speaking, people have no mentors. Education is mostly done by TV instead of the family, and then you go to the indoctrination that the school is, and they inject you some crazy, stupid ideas, conformity to be in a way that the powers that be like you to be, and obedience, and no more information. That's why they don't study. You don't study history anymore. It's just propaganda. It is 1984's world that we live in. We live in little boxes. We travel in little boxes. We work in little cubicles boxes. For what? Spreadsheets on a computer. We don't really know what we actually do for work. This is why I left the industry at some point, because I said, well, they ask me too much bureaucratic stuff. You see, in business, I was kind of special forces guy. I go open a market. So fuck the rules. I open the market. You know, you don't ask the people who jump in Normandy to make a status report every 2 hours about where did they jump and what did they do. No, you go and take the fucking objective. And you kill as many as the motherfucking enemies that you can. In my case, was the competition, of course. But when the company says, oh, no, you cannot sell this way. Yeah, but I brought you $2 million in 3 weeks. Oh, no, but you didn't respect the rules. But fuck the rules. You want the money or not? Because I can keep it. Oh, no, that's not right. We're going to have to fire you. Well, first of all, I'm going to sue you, and then you can fire me. But this is not the way men want to work, by the way. Rules and regulation. You have an objective, you go and you take it. No wonder you have so much depression in the workplace.